Great morning. Always good to finish off on a winner. Geez, that also won well. Very unlucky with Adieb. If they don't switch the race courses, then I have no doubt that A, Magical doesn't run, and Adieb starts 6-4 and wins. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Today we're going to start off at Sedgefield. Sedgefield, guys. 2 mile, 3.5 furlong race. And it's the 305 Sedgefield, the Sky Sports Racing Virgin 535 Beginners Chase. Now, reason I got attracted to this race is because my mate Roy and some of my other friends have got Western Rider in the race, trained by Warren Gretrix, whom I also got a couple of horses with. And Western Rider is the even money favourite, and they do think it's got a chance today. But the more I looked at this race, and I only looked at it because they told me that the horse was fancied, I noticed Windsor Avenue running in the race. Brian Ellison trains this, Brian Hughes rides this. On their hurdles rating, one's rated 147, one's rated 134. They meet off level weights. But Sedgefield really suits front runners. And Windsor Avenue has shown the tendency to front run and be handier far more often than Western Rider has. And at Sedgefield, if you race handy, you got a massive chance. And I just thought at 5-4, I'd back Windsor Avenue ahead of Western Rider. And that's going to be my play at Sedgefield today. If my mate's horse wins, I'll be happy for them. But I just, the way I think the race is going to pan out, Western Rider has shown sometimes that he can race handy, but Windsor Avenue really shows those tendencies all the time. And Brian Ellison's a very good trainer, very good at this race course, and I think Windsor Avenue is actually the one to be with, not Western Rider. Hard to see past the two of them. It's only a 5-horse race, but people do like to have a bet, and I like to have a bet. So I'm going to go with Windsor Avenue in the 305 at Sedgefield. Then we'll move over to Greyville. And unfortunately at Greyville today, I've got to go against statistics. Now, I love my statistics, and I love backing the mathematics ahead of backing the the logic sometimes. Although I do study form and I do like to go with form, just the way I looked at this card, I really thought that it could pay you to keep Keegan DeMello in your mind today. He's got a couple of really, really fancied horses today, and they're not all obviously fancied. Some of them are running around about the 4-1 mark, 5-1 mark, but just as I looked through every race, DeMello Canamea seemed to pop up and seemed to be to have a chance of having a very good day. So I don't generally like the card today, and I'm not going to get too involved. But, I do think that there's a little bit of profit to be eked out. In the first race, I think Brooklyn's a big runner. Nothing spectacular there. Anybody could have found that. Just the way it ran last time out. Clearly a horse that needed a bit of ground. Even today might still be a little bit too short for it. I very much doubt that they'll take it to the front, but I don't know. But it comes from the poly onto the turf. And I think Brooklyn will be the one to be with today in the first race, so nothing too clever there. In the second race, here is where I like Keegan, for example. I think Greek Sword, Canamea and DeMello, like I said, that's probably the one to be with. Comes from Cape Town, has got quite good form in the Cape, is a 4-year-old Silvano. The 1600 has run twice over the 1600 for no success, but I think that'll be the one to be with in that race. Again, not going overly mad today. In the next race, there we go, Keegan DeMello again. Favourite for Canamea in the third race with Ice Baron. Looks the one to beat. And I can't put you off this horse. Ran second to Charlie McCreevy. Charlie McCreevy is not a bad horse. Could probably win a few more races. And Ice Baron probably be the one again to be with today. So not too imaginative up until now. Port Key in the next race. Again, we've got another very short price horse. But look, we've got Keegan on favour. Favour looking for 4 in a row. And why can't he? Generally, horses don't really just win 4 in a row. But I mean, this horse has really done nothing wrong. Since they stepped it up to 2,000 meters, this horse has been a revelation. And why not? I mean, even a place treble, De Mello, and De Mello again. So, like I said, it just looked like he was going to have a good day today. In the next race, the 5th race, that looks like a really tough race. But look who's top of the boards: De Mello and Kanamaya. Can he run a place 4 races, or can he win 4 races? Probably not. But nothing wrong with having a cheeky little fiver or something on, on De Mello having a good day. We move over to the 225. That looks a pretty open race. I'll probably put the field there in my jackpots. Then we move over to the feature race of the day, where we've got some really nice horses running. We've got our Koi's running. We've got the Dazzler, Silver Rose, Black Ball, Ariana White. Nice race, this. Really nice race. The Michaelmas Handicap. It is a listed race. I'm going to go with Black Ball over here. Black Ball in the 7th race. I think that'll be the one to go with. The 8th race is a very open race. We've got Song of the Forest running here. We didn't know if she was going to get a run or not. She was reserve 3, so we've got the Song of the Forest.